Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Going Down for Doom 2 in the Ultra Violence difficulty, played through PrBoom Plus. We're doing all levels with a pistol starter, and this is map 24, Bridge of Blood. Let's begin. We're gonna grab the armor and the chain gun, and immediately use the chain gun to blow everything up here. And everything here. And blow these barrels up. Blow these barrels up. And allow some of these enemies to fight with one another. And also use the chain gun to get rid of these guys. Grab the rocket launcher here, it'll be useful for later. And avoid these rockets that are launched right at us. And also grab the super shotgun. Also going to be useful very soon. But now we're gonna flip this switch and probably grab this medikit just so I can grab this supercharge and open this area up, rocket some of these guys down, and then go over here and rocket these guys down for our health and safety. There are going to be a lot of imps, but there are also going to be a lot of revenants. Which is why we need to gun them all down and blow them all up. There's also Hell Knights too, like a very thick layer of these enemies. You get a rocket too, buddy. Of course, after a certain amount of time elapses, you'll have to deal with Arachnotrons, because, you know, fun. It is fun. It's just challenging. But let's continue mowing these guys down, every single one, just because we can. Should have enough rockets to deal with all of them. And if you don't, you can pick up more. Let's get rid of the pinkies that are closing the distance, so they don't super close the distance and go right in our face. And let's try to get that spread going on. Make sure multiple enemies are in the blast radius, so we can be fully prepared for such situations like this one. You get the shotgun. And you guys, you get the rockets too. Speaking of rockets, I think we grabbed them all, so the rest of these guys are gonna get shotgunned down. Especially these Arachnotrons, who are the victors of the in-fight bonanza. We're gonna watch out for those Arachnotrons on the balconies. Hide back and forth between these bits of cover. Let's make sure everything's dead here, and that we've gotten as much as we can regarding rockets. I think we have, so let's go into this area now. Grab the partial invisibility and the mega armor, awaken the cyber demons, but also get these guys to come in. Let's try to get the cyber demon to attack this area and not where the spider mastermind is shooting. We want to get him to attack the spider mastermind. Perfect. Perfect. And when you try to go into that area, the Arachnotrons will try to retaliate, but also there will be these guys who will also try to get you. Partial invisibility is not the most ideal thing to use against them, but it will help you with the hit scanners who will try to bamboozle you. Grab this too, which will be mighty useful. Of course, you'll have two cyber demons attempting to infight the spider mastermind, and amazingly, she is quite good at winning certain encounters. Well, let's grab this red key and get out and get these other guys to infight with other enemies. I'm gonna grab this real quick too. regardless of the amount of enemies right here. And look at that, the Spidey's down for the count. So, let's open this up, grab more ammo, and go into this area. Avoid the Cyber Demon, please. Let him infight in the meantime. Some enemies will teleport on this throne, which is not the most ideal situation, but it works nonetheless. We're just gonna get these guys to infight still, because there's lots of Hell Knights and everything. Teleport around here, just so we don't get bamboozled by the Cyber Demon and his rockets. Yeah, we can teleport back and forth here. It'll be mighty useful. Well, hopefully. Odds are the Cyber Demon will be infighting with all the enemies there. But, you might want to get out when the time call comes. A little nervous, but let's grab that Mega Sphere so it can be slightly less nervous. Maybe. There's another Cyber Demon. But we're gonna get rid of this one. And let's see. This one's still wandering around. Are you gonna infight with the Baron, or no, you're gonna kill him? Okay, buddy. Suit yourself. Yeah, you shoot like that. We're gonna get rid of this Hell Knight, so I can go one-on-one with the Cyber Demon. And I'm gonna use the Plasma Gun. This is not the most ideal situation, because he has the higher ground, and if he hits anywhere near the floor where I'm at, I can get splashed. But, we'll work with it. And you can work with it too. There we go, he's dead. And look, we got some rockets out of this situation. So, we might need to use them soon. Might being the key word. Well, we will. We'll use them right now. Now let's hide, because Mankyby are here to make your life a nightmare in this area. But we can just plasma them, because we have plenty of cells. We have plenty of rockets too. And there's plenty of cover here, provided you are quick enough to get into this cover. And look, the Arachnotrons are finally coming over here. They're finally returning home. Of course, I waste the rocket, but that's fine. We'll just fire some rockets into here, because there are lots of enemies here, lots of imps, lots of hit scanners. Everyone's here. All the funny monsters. The auto aim is focusing in that area for some reason. But we're just gonna gun the rest of these guys down. We might use the chain gun to help us too, because we have a lot of health, and I've been a little stingy with my health this level. Well, with the Mega Sphere health at least. I can take a few hits, but I don't have to if I don't need to. Right, so as you can see, the remaining enemies are these guys, these big boys. Let's plasma them down, and rocket these ones down too. Right, is that all of them for realsy? Yes it is, and there are no secrets on this map, so we got the red key from this area, and we got the plasma gun from the other area, so we can just open this up and flip the switch and we're done. Okay, that was Bridge of Blood. It is a much shorter level than Demonology, that's for sure, but you could probably do it faster if you are a little bit more reckless, but nah, this is fine. The encounters are fairly good. Yeah, it's a big map. It's got a little bit of a slaughter vibe to it due to the massive amount of enemies you'll be dealing with, but a lot of them are low-tier enemies, so don't get too intimidated by the monster count, because a few rockets will kill tons of them. because a lot of them are like imps and hit scanners, but some areas you want to watch out for are the ones with the Cyber Demon and the Spider Mastermind. You want to get them to infight because usually the Spider Mastermind is rather good at winning some of those infights. And if she isn't, well, that's what the plasma gun ammo is for. And also the rockets too. And aside from that, there's also the area you go into. Well, you're basically returning back to the starting area after you grab the red key. You'll have to deal with all the enemies that spawn in from that, like the Mancubi that appear where you were at earlier. And yeah, it's a little complicated, but not too complicated. I only did this in like, what, one attempt? One recorded attempt at least. Anyways, we are done with this video. Stay tuned for the next one where we go into map 25, which is Forbidden Fruit. But until then, toodaloo.